listening to the Marketing Personalities Podcast, a podcast for growth-minded entrepreneurs that serves up valuable insight and interviews about aligning your marketing strategy with your personality type. Because here's the deal. You shouldn't have to feel fake and salesy in order to grow your business. And you no longer have to. Your marketing strategy can feel good to implement and it can work. You can attract the right clients and customers to your business and grow your profits, all while staying true to who you naturally are. So in the name of honest business growth, bring your unique talents, perspectives, and personality to the table. And join us on this week's podcast episode to discover marketing that feels good for you. Welcome to another episode of the Marketing Personalities Podcast. I'm Brit Kolo, and this episode is going to show you exactly how to use your marketing personality type full report, the expanded edition that just released on September 1st. To get you maximum results, okay? Because listen, the expanded edition of these full reports is pretty massive. It's not a tiny little PDF. It's over 60 pages, and it's full of advice and nuggets of wisdom to run off with and implement right now. And while 60 pages of information is awesome and helpful, it can also be a bit overwhelming. And when I created these 16 full reports, I was aiming to be helpful, right? Not to be overwhelming. And I definitely did not create them to just sit in a folder on your desktop, just, collecting that virtual desktop dust, right? So I'm offering you this episode to cut through that potential overwhelm and to show you exactly how to navigate your full report. Because when you use your full report well, you will be able to map out your best marketing strategy, implement it easily, and get really great results, like new clients and sales and business growth. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so I'm going to go through just a few steps you will want to take to make the most out of your expanded edition of the full report. And at the end of this episode, I have a really exciting event to invite you to. Yes, I'm hosting an event. Don't worry, you don't have to travel. This event I'm inviting you to, this will make mapping your best marketing strategy that much easier. Okay, so we will get there. First, how to use this full report. Okay, let's go. So number one, how to use your marketing personality type full report expanded edition for maximum results. Go through the report step by step in the order that it's laid out. Okay. You might be tempted to skip ahead to a later chapter, right? There are 9 sections or chapters to this book, and you might be tempted to skip ahead to the social media strategy section or the business book recommendations or something else that catches your eye. But really, I ordered your report intentionally, and it's built for you to start at page 1 and end at page, whatever the last page is, page 60 something. And even if you had purchased and used the original version of the full report, you might think you can just kind of skip ahead and go to the new sections of the expanded edition. But I would not do that because there are new insights baked into the beginning few chapters of this expanded edition. So I wouldn't skip them. Okay. So go through it step by step. Number 2, to get maximum results, answer every question that is posed to you throughout your full report. This report is set up like a book that you read through, yes, and also a workbook that you work through. Most chapters have a question or 2 or 3 or several to answer as you go to check for understanding and get you thinking critically about how you can begin implementing your marketing personality type immediately. So answer those, okay? Now, you can either keep your report right on your computer, open it up using Adobe Reader, and type right into the workbook sections, or you can print out the workbook sections and write on them. That's totally up to you, okay? So answer those questions. They are there for a reason. And number 3 is to give yourself time to focus on what your full report is really suggesting for you, how the suggestions can fit within your own business and your marketing strategy. And then, and this is by far the most important step, take time to map out your own unique best marketing strategy using the strategy templates and examples I provide for you right in the report. Okay. Because it's great to know what your best marketing strategy includes on any given day so you can filter out all the business and marketing advice that, comes at you from all the different places, your inbox, your Instagram feed. You can filter all the things that simply don't apply to you and would leave you just feeling fake and salesy. You can filter all that out just by knowing what your best marketing strategy does include. So, yes, the report is super helpful in that way, but we go even farther, okay? Knowing what your best marketing strategy includes and literally having it down on paper exactly what your best marketing strategy looks like, how it works, and how to implement it, those are two totally different things. And if you ask me, the magic, the best results you can possibly get are going to come from the mapping out of your best marketing strategy, really seeing that thing on paper or computer screen so you can do the work to actually implement the strategy step by step. Okay. So the full report is designed to help you through that strategy mapping process as much as a PDF possibly can, right? I've gotten great feedback so far from listeners like you who've gotten their expanded edition full reports, sat down, and finally mapped out a strategy that feels really good for them to implement. Awesome. That is exactly what we're going for here. And I'm so glad to hear that the report is already helping you do that. And I also, just to be honest, I also feel in my gut that there are plenty of you out there who've gotten your expanded edition full report and you have the best intentions to sit down and figure it all out and map it all out, but you're just struggling to prioritize it and fit it into your schedule. And you might not feel like, oh, am I really equipped to do this yet? You are. The full report will help you do that, but it can be kind of hard to start. And I totally get that. So, because I genuinely want you to get the results I know are possible from implementing your best marketing strategy, okay, here's what we're going to do. I want to help you map your strategy using your full report. So, what I've done is I've scheduled a group marketing strategy mapping workshop. It's on Wednesday, September 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And here's how this is going to work. Okay. So you can sign up to attend this group workshop right now at marketingpersonalities.com/workshop. It's $29 to attend. And this is not a webinar. I want to be super, super clear. This is not a webinar. I will not be coaching you through some new framework, talking for 2 hours. No, this is not a webinar. This is a workshop where you will show up on Zoom on September 25th with your marketing personality type full report in hand. Okay. Ideally, you will have read through it already by the time you get on this workshop call. And then on the call, you'll have 2 full hours of focused time to map out your best marketing strategy. And I'll be there. I'll be on the call to answer as many questions as I possibly can during those 2 hours. Okay. So you can come and just focus and work on your own strategy, asking questions as you go. Awesome. You can come and just focus and work on your strategy and not ask a single question. Just use that container, that space I've created for you and get the work done. That's super cool too. And you can come and just listen to all the questions and answers happening in the conversation and learn a ton, learn more from listening to that conversation. It's totally up to you how you use these 2 hours. Ideally, you're walking away from this workshop with your best marketing strategy totally mapped out because you have finally had a good chunk of time to review your report and map it out. And bonus, you'll have me to support you through that. Okay. So sign up and block 2 hours in your calendar to map out your best marketing strategy so you can finally see those results that come from a marketing that feels good to you strategy. Okay. You can sign up by going to marketingpersonalities.com/workshop. Sign up there, just $29 to attend, and we'll map out your strategy together. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So I cannot wait for this workshop. I've never really done one of these before. I've been a part of them. I've done them like here and there, but not for actual marketing strategy mapping as it relates to your full report. So awesome. Okay. So I cannot wait for that workshop and to answer all of your questions right there live with you. That is going to be so good for everyone involved. Okay. So let's wrap this episode with a review. To get the most out of your expanded edition marketing personality type full report, number one, go through it step by step. Start with page 1, end with the last page. Okay. Number 2, answer all the questions throughout the book. They're there for a reason to get you really thinking critically about how to apply what's in the book into your business and into your marketing strategy. And number 3, give yourself time to focus on mapping out your best marketing strategy so it's crystal clear what you need to implement. If you know you need to prioritize that and want some help, sign up for the marketing strategy mapping workshop at marketingpersonalities.com/workshop. It's happening on September 25th from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. So that's all for now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for all the feedback you've sent my way since the new full reports were released last week. I mean, such great feedback. I'm so grateful for that. And I will catch you back here next week with a brand new interview. This one is going to be with an ESTP personality type, which we've never had on the podcast before. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you then. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Marketing Personalities Podcast. Now it's time to connect your marketing strategy to your personality type. Go to marketingpersonalities.com/MPP to download your marketing personality type full report. Use the code MPP at checkout to get $10 off. And that's a super special code for podcast listeners as a way to say thank you for being here. In your full report, you'll learn about your personality type, how it relates to the work you do, what your best marketing strategy includes so you can start implementing it right away, what your worst marketing strategy includes so you can avoid it, and so much more. Go to marketingpersonalities.com/MPP to get your full report and use the code MPP at checkout to receive $10 off your purchase. And one more thing before you skip on to the next podcast. Would you please share this episode with your entrepreneur friends who also need to feel good about their marketing strategies? Take a quick screenshot of your podcast app right now and share it out via text, Facebook, or my favorite, Instagram. Remember to tag me at Marketing Personalities in the photo so I can be sure to send you a huge high five and thank you for sharing the love. This podcast is edited and produced by the Podcast Engineers. They're pretty great, and you can find them at podcastengineers.com. That's all for now. Thanks as always for listening, and I'll catch you back here next week on the Marketing Personalities Podcast. Love ya. Bye.